Hello guys, and welcome back to another Tweaker Man video. So I've had quite a few LPs come in recently which I haven't shared with you. So this is the first one, which is Blue Note Reimagined 2. So this is more modern artists taking on old tracks. Now this is a fabulous album. I've got the first one, the Reimagined 1. So this is Reimagined 2 2022. So let's have a look at, this is a gatefold, a double album. So let's look inside the gatefold. So here we have some of the artists, well, all the artists that are on this album, taking on old tracks. There you go, like if you look in there, you can see a speaker in the background there. So let's have a look at the back of this album now, at the track listings. Unfortunately, I can't find out who's mastered this, only who's mixed it. So these are the track listings. So let's show you the inner sleeves of this album. So these are the inner sleeves. So that's side A and B, and this one is side C and D. This is a nice bit of artwork on there. So let's turn these over and have a look at the back of these. So this is the back of the inner sleeves. So here we have track listings. Tells you all the artists, drums, vocals, percussion, and this is the mixing. So it's been very difficult for me at the present time to give these a rating on sound quality, because the Tweaker Man mini monitors, I'm still waiting for the new components to turn up for the new crossovers. But what I did do in the meanwhile is I put some resistors on the tweeter that brought the tweeter down. Yeah, they do sound pretty good now, actually. But I just want to try the new crossovers, which I think are going to work really well. So, but I would say this, I'd give this album, listening to it, around about 8.5 out of 10. So it is really good for a non-audiophile record. So here's the other track listings and everything else that goes with it. So I think that's it for this LP. So let's move on to the next. So this is the next album, the James Taylor Quartet, Man in the Hot Seat. Now, if you don't know James Taylor Quartet, you must check him out. This is a fabulous album. He'll be on YouTube, so you can just put his name in and see what comes up. But this is the front of the album. So let's just turn it to the back. So this is the back of the album here. They were established in 1987, the James Taylor Quartet. So this is like acid jazz, funk, soul, and rare groove sounds. So this is the side A. Man in the Hot Seat's a great track. So I first heard about these on Jazz FM. So here we go down here, and this was it was recorded at Abbey Road Studios and mastered by Christopher Brook. There we go. So this is a great album. Again, sound quality It's not audiophile, but I would give this around about 8 out of 10. So let's just look at the record itself. So this is the record itself. The worst thing is it comes in a paper sleeve, rice paper sleeve. No polyvinyl, which is a shame, so I've got to change that, but hey, you can't have everything. So yeah, great album, 8 out of 10 for sound quality. So let's move on to the next album. Now this album, what can I say about this album? Wow, this is such a fabulous album. This is probably one of the best albums I own for music. Just all the tracks on this just blow me away. They're so good. Now this is Gil Scott-Heron. If you don't know Gil Scott-Heron, he's known as the jazz poet in a way. He's so good. So this album is Pieces of a Man. So let's look, it's a gatefold, so let's look in the inside. So this is a reissue. Okay, this came out, I think it came out about 2014. And it's on BGP, I think the label is. So here's the track listings here. Get this side of the album now. Right, okay, let's look at the back of the album. Now, the only sad part about this album, it turned up and the case was a bit damaged there. And I got it at quite a good price, so I didn't really want to send it back. The reason being is the actual vinyl itself is flawless. And I'll probably send it back and they'll send me another one and the vinyl won't be so good. So I've kept it, really. So this was mastered by Nick Robbins at Sound Mastering Limited. And here's the track listings again here. I don't know whether you've heard of some of these tracks. So The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. That's a great track. Save the Children, Lady Day and John Coltrane. Home is Where the Hatred Is. This is a great album. If you haven't heard this album, the whole album's on YouTube, so you should be able to just listen to it and see what you think of it. So yeah, this is a great album. I wouldn't say it was audiophile, but it's a very nice recording. I would almost want to give this 9 out of 10, but it's probably just under that, but it's a very good album. So check this album out if you haven't heard of this before. So let's move on to the last piece of vinyl now. So I don't really buy singles, 45 singles, but David from Black Circle Records let me know that he had some in. There was 2 types. There was a picture disc and there was this one, which is white vinyl. So I chose this one. Let's turn this over and have a look at the back of the single. So this is limited to 1,000 copies. So this is 475. This was recorded at Fox Theatre, Atlanta, Georgia, 30th of the 9th, 1978. Wins FM broadcast. There we go. And these are the members of Bruce's band at the time. And we got Clarence Clements, saxophone, vocals. Now, I love Clarence Clements. He's one of my favourites. And I have one of his albums. I think it might have only been the album he done. I think it's with Jackson Browne. And it's a great album as well. So, love Clarence. Yeah, so this is just a single. wouldn't really buy a single ever. I've only played it once. Don't really rate the sound from singles, actually, to be fair. So, but I'd probably just give this 8 out of 10 for sound quality. So that's all the vinyl taken care of. So I've got a few CDs to show you. So I'm sure all you guys have come across this album. This is a soundtrack, Curtis Mayfield Superfly. Now, I've never seen this film before, and I've got to get round to seeing it, really. So this is on the Rhino label, which is a very good album, very good label, sorry. And let's take a look at the track listings on the back. So here's the track listings. And it doesn't say who mastered this. So it was original recording produced by Curtis Mayfield, but it doesn't say who mastered it. So this was recorded at RCA Studios in the States. So let's have a look at the inside of the CD. So here we have the inside of the CD. Now this is great sound quality, this CD. I'm going to give this 8.5 out of 10. It's a very good CD, and I'd highly recommend this if you don't have this. Now, I wanted to get this on vinyl, but just couldn't get hold of a good copy of it. I always liked it. I really hate buying second-hand vinyl if I can help it. I wanted a reissue, but they wanted stupid money for them. And I think this came out around about £15, so I purchased this. So yeah, I highly recommend this. 8.5 out of 10 for sound quality. Now, if you think my hand's shaking a bit today, I fell on my wrist, and it's extremely bruised. So I'm struggling with it at the moment. So let's move on to the next CD. So I know there's been a lot of controversy around Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs on using digital files for their one steps, which are a lot of money. But the SACDs, obviously it's obviously digital, but these SACDs are outstanding sound quality. So straight off, I'm going to give this 9.5 out of 10. It is that good. So this is Blue Hawaii, and what an album. Love Elvis, great artists. So let's look at the this is a gatefold. Let's have a look at the inside of it. So these are done like a Stoughton tip-on jacket, like a small LP, really. Really good. Bit of information there for you. Let's look at the back of this album. So this is numbered 444. So here we go. It's obviously a soundtrack album. So there you have it, who's mastered it there. So yeah, really good album, this. Great sound quality. Just love SACD. I should buy more of them, really, which I am going to start doing. Because I'm running out of space for the LPs. So, and the good part about the SACD is it's a fraction of the price of what Mobile Fidelity charge for their one steps, and you know, very close in sound quality, I'd say, an SACD to a one step. In my opinion, you're welcome to disagree with me there. But yeah, 9.5 out of 10 for this. So great album. So let's move on to the next. So this next CD is Empire Central by Snarky Puppy. Now, if you don't know Snarky Puppy, check them out on YouTube. This is Bill Lawrence's group. So, fabulous group. I love Snarky Puppy. I've got every album of theirs, and this is the latest one. So this is a triple gatefold, and it's a double CD. So let's just flip it to the back first to see the track listings. So Snarky Puppy are a jazz outfit. So this is on the Ground Up label. These are the track listings here. It's all instrumental. Another fabulous group, one that I really love. So let's have a look at the inside of the triple gatefold. So this is it half opened. These are all the credits. Film crew, Snarky Puppy, there you go. Bill Lawrence at the top there. Let's just turn the two discs open. These are the two CDs there. So I still do like CD. I sort of prefer the sound of vinyl, but CD is so reasonably priced. And on my SACD player and the DAC in combo, CD still sounds wicked. In fact, I'd like to do some upgrades to the DAC at some stage. I was thinking of selling it and getting something else, but I might have a go. We'll see how we go. But yeah, this is a great CD. Not audiophile, 8 out of 10 for sound quality. So far, with the speakers that I'm using at the moment, I have listened to them on the Radius 90s up there. The Monitor Audio Radius 90s are not the most fabulous speakers. They're more of cinema speaker. But what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to make some new boxes for them out of thick ply, birch ply. And I'm going to upgrade the crossovers inside those as well. See if we can improve them further. So yeah, this is yeah, great album again. So let's move on to the next one. So I guess, well, I say that, I guess that you guys all know who this lady is, Shirley Horn. And this is the album Here's to Life. This is the track that I previewed my speakers on. So this is on Verve Originals. What can I say about this album? Fabulous album. If you don't know Shirley Horn, I would say she's a bit of a cross between Shirley Bassey and Cleo Lane. Some of you might disagree, but that's the sort of sense I get from her. I think this album came out around about 1991. So Jazz FM were doing a program on this album. So let's have a look at the track listings at the back of this. So here's the back of this album. It doesn't say who mastered it, but what it does say, produced and arranged by Johnny Mandel for Shadow Productions. Nothing about who mastered it on there, but hey, great album. I'll give this a good 8 out of 10 for sound quality as well. Yeah, very good. If you don't know Shirley Horn, check her out as well. I'm sure you all do, but, you know. Anyway, the last album. So, for absolutely ages now, I've been trying to get hold of Chet Baker Sings. I have one of them, but there's a specific album, Chet Baker Sings, that I don't have. And it's just not available. It's out of print, out of pressing, and can't get hold of it. So I just picked up this Essential CD of Chet Baker, which has got the tracks that I was after on. So let's have a look at the tracks at the back. So this has been digitally remastered. This is a free CD box set. I mean, these things are cheap as chips. They come out about $5.99 from HMV. So very, very reasonably priced. Sound quality is not too bad. 8 out of 10, I'd say. So let's have a look at the discs inside. So here we have the 3 discs. As I say, not audiophile by no means, but still, you know, a good listen. So, yeah, great. I love Chet Baker, one of my favourite artists as well, actually. To be fair, I have so many favourite artists. You know, I suppose you all do as well, don't you? There's obviously one that you really love the most, or you might not do. You may just, I don't know, it's probably just me, I'm crazy. But there we go. Another thing I want to say about the mini monitors is I put the damping material inside the boxes. Now, what I found with that thick wall insulation that I use, well, it's actually used for the upholstery trade for padding, is there's too much of it in there, and it's way too thick, and it's taking a lot of the bass away from the speaker itself. So I've replaced it with a thin wool fabric in the inside, and it's really sorted the problem out, and it's give it a hell of a lot more bass to this small box speaker, which is the size of an LS35A, but it's not that, remember. So but yeah, I mean, I'm getting there slowly, but I'll do another video once I get the right crossover sorted out. I'll do another video on these, but there's no point at the moment until I get it how I think it should sound. And as it is at the moment, it is sounding very good. I still don't think it's quite there yet, so we'll get there. Anyway, thanks for watching another Tweaker Man video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to press that notification bell so you'll notified each time I upload a video. And I hope you like these albums that I've showed you today. Check them all out on YouTube. And yeah, thanks again, guys.